Momo is back. At least for this video. Because I know what some of you are saying. I know what some of you are thinking. Can Set really still do it with Momo? In a lobby with talented ace players who would normally win lobbies they were in? Can Set still swang and bang the way he used to with Momo? Or did he just rely on that invincible shield? Well, roll the footage. I'll let you decide that for yourself. Because we got Momo in this video today, and it's going to be some great matches that I think you are going to enjoy. Every single match in this video is a very, very, very nice Momo game. So I think you guys are going to enjoy it. And when I say a nice Momo game, I mean they're worthwhile victories. So, Momo, what have you got for us? Let's find out. Now, most importantly, we save Kota. I'm already being a great hero. Look at that. The kid, he doesn't know what to think. And that's when I, decide, hey, let me help you out. And he's like, my mother and father, they died fighting Musk. I don't care. Just give me what I need. And now sit there and don't move. I could care less about your water-slinging parents, boy. In fact, you better keep your eyes to yourself. I knew you was looking in places you shouldn't look. Taking advantage of a hero like me. And now here we have Ida, doing what Idas do best. Run away. Look at that, no chance of following. But he decided to come back. Why did he do that? I don't know, I couldn't tell you. But it was the last mistake he ever made. Foolish Ida. Look at that. When I see someone run into a building, I'm always so happy as a Momo. I'm thinking, oh yes, you're coming into my playground now. But look, she tried to do some Metal Gear Solid on me, try to sneak attack me, lure me in. And I have to respect that. I have to respect that. Because I like that kind of thinking, where it's not just, oh, I run at you and you run at me and whoever, hits harder wins. I like when people use their brain like that. It's interesting. I think, I can't remember, I wasn't really paying attention, but I think Go on Yellow accidentally took something of mine or stole a kill or something. I don't really know, but obviously they said sorry and I was like, no problem. But, that's what I was going to bring up. I'm not really one of those, I don't really get annoyed by, people stealing my KO or whatever, because I feel like at the end of the day, you're gonna want that person that you're attacking to be down, like, no matter what. So while I do understand the frustration, and even in some videos, I'm kind of like, oh, that guy stole my blah blah blah. I don't ever really mean it, it's just for a bit of entertainment, for a bit of fun, but I don't ever really mean it. Yeah, I'm not really ever bothered by someone, because I know they're not really trying to steal the KO. They're just trying to help you. At the end of the day, like 9 times out of 10, if somebody steals your KO, they were probably just trying to help you. They were probably just trying to make sure you didn't die. They don't know how low that guy is. They just don't want you to go down. And then it just turns out they got the last hit. At least most of the time, that's how it goes. But I think some people, they take it a lot more seriously. Like, they get really wound up by it. But, yeah, I don't think it's really something... It's a team game at the end of the day. You should prioritize your team winning over your individual stats. Now, obviously, you know us. I like to keep it classy. I don't like to point people's names out. In matches, when we're doing certain things, like when I say, oh, this person's a very good player in here, or very strong ace group in here, blah, blah, blah. I try not to say their names because I don't want to put the attention on them. It's more about the attention of having a good match and you guys knowing that it's a good match, just at a fundamental level, that the lobby isn't, given to us for free. So I'm going to be doing the same thing there. I'm not really going to be saying anything, but you guys, those of you who know will know, that there are good people in this lobby, and, I'll leave it at that. So again, just to show that this is, I still can do what I have to do with Momo if I really wanted to. It's still very, very, very doable. Look at that. Nothing's worse than being caught on a corner. So many connotations to that. So many connotations to that, which I will not go into. If you don't know what I'm talking about, good. I applaud your innocence. That's the thing, when you play these kind of lobbies, when you know that there are really good players hanging around, you never just want to rush into the middle of something, because that is how you get like 2v1, 3v1 boomed in like 3 seconds. So if you notice, I was sort of just surveying the scene because I knew dangerous people were lurking around, and I'm thinking, I don't want to be caught with my pants down. So that's why you kind of have to filter your way around until you find the right moment to come inside. Just like that. You gotta sense the opening. And then once you when you sense it, then you just need to go, you know, full steam ahead. No stone unturned. And that's how you take out many teams. Like I said, if you're feeling very confident about your lobby, then you can kind of get away with being a bit more gung-ho. But otherwise, you always got to keep that guerrilla tactic, you know, kind of lifestyle in mind. And again, like, you guys don't really see me play a lot of Momo these days, but again, I always told you guys, well, not even told you guys, for those of you who were there for it, you would already know. In Season 1 and 2, when everyone was saying her cannons are horrible, not worth using, terrible, desperate need of a buff, etc, etc, in those times of Momo's cannons, I was still very good with them. So with what they've done to the cannons now, you know, it's just something that I can make a big chunk of use out of. So yeah, is a very nice upgrade, the cannons. I can say that for a fact. You know, I've never been in dispute that the upgrade to the cannons was bad. I've always been very aware that they were very, very good. They are very, very good. So yeah, if you were a Momo who put the work in to know how to use the cannons efficiently in Season 1 and 2, oh boy, you know, these cannons, they feel very strong to you because you just already have the know-how of how to make the maximum out of them. And the thing as well with the cannons, I think some people think the cannons is all about aiming it at a person. It's not really about that. It's all about aiming where you think people are going to end up. And that's where the true power of it comes. By the way, just want to highlight you guys to the classic Ida hitbox. If you guys don't think Ida gets carried by this game enough, let's look at that one more time. Because obviously his kick hit me directly in the back. His foot touched me, which is, you know, as it normally goes. Look where he is, and look where I am. Eat it, everybody. Judge, no further comments. This is why, whether you like it or not, Idas will always be looked at in a certain way by the player base. And it won't be a flattering way. It's because just most of us do not respect them. And I'm talking about the Ida mains. If you play Ida like now and then, you know, it is what it is. Why not? No one's going to blame you. But like I said, if your bread and butter is Ida, just understand, you know, just understand that, you know, people will look at you a certain way. People will look at you a certain way. And unfortunately for us, our third was terminated. His game crashed, as we found out after the match. So now it's down to me and Yellow to continue pursuing our way toward victory within this game. My name Nino. I used to watch a Hunt Showdown streamer called Nino. He's a very cool guy. He is a very cool guy. Hunt Showdown used to be a game I played a long time ago when it came out on PlayStation. That's a really neat game, but I've stopped following it a long time ago. But fun game. So yeah, powering our way through this lobby. You guys that play Momo regularly, you probably see a lot of stuff that you do. Probably recognizing a lot of good, stuff that you should be doing as Momo. And for those of you who don't play Momo often or want to maybe get into her, if you've been paying attention, there's a lot of stuff in here that's going to be very useful to you. I'm not going to turn this into like a tutorial video. I'm just showing you guys that, ace rank lobbies with my Momo involved aren't, something I can't do anymore. I can still do it. Because I know you guys, where's the Momo videos? I haven't seen Seth play Momo. Yeah, I know, it's just not really. Like I said, I didn't stop playing Momo because I couldn't play Momo anymore with how they changed her. I stopped playing her as a protest. it was principle based. I still know how to play Momo. Like you're seeing it right now. And this isn't anyone can drop a video of like, 5k plus damage lobby, 10 KA, blah blah blah, of like some random guys. But like I said, I made an effort to put this specific one out because there are good players in here, and if you play, you'll notice there are good players in here. So like I'm just proving to you guys that if we wanted to, we could still do it. We could still do it. But like I said, it was more of a principle thing. It was more of a principle thing. The game pissed me off. And then I was like, screw you guys. Look at that. A room of death. Ain't no one stepping in here. And by the way, just as a, what's the word I'm looking for? Disclaimer, this was at the end of Season 4. So the reason why it's being posted now is because obviously, YouTube algorithm and YouTube schedule demands that I was, up on the Lemillion release. So when, Lemillion comes out, you're an idiot YouTuber if you don't, if you don't cover Lemillion on release. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense if you don't cover that. So, I had to designate a bunch of days for Lemillion because he came out. So that's why this is coming out now. But yeah, there you have it. Very, very nice game there. Despite our third coming out, we still pushed through. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Round 2. Another very good game. Like I said, this is going to be 3 great Momo games. And what I quantify as great Momo games is not really KOs, assists and damage, but it's, what you had to go through as Momo to secure the victory. So you saw the first one. You saw, the kind of plays we had to make, the things we had to do. So you can expect an equally interesting one right now. So again, if you guys normally like watch just one match of my videos, that's cool. I'm no problem with that. But if there was ever a video where you would probably want to watch all 3 games, this is probably that video. Like, just to let you guys know, this is probably that video. And again, I don't post a lot of Momo gameplay anymore either. So, this is one of them times where you should really, really take up on it. You should really take up on it. You'll also notice that I don't tend to use a lot of combos with Momo, because there are combos for Momo. You can mix in her basic attacks with her alphas and stuff like that. There are combos for Momo, and you probably may, by this point, know another Momo player or two that uses combinations. I'm not saying they're wrong, because they're not. It is certainly something good. But for myself personally, I just don't play that way. I don't feel like her combos make a big enough difference to my style of play to the point where I would try to force it in. I have a very particular style of play as Momo that I, had from Season 1 and 2 and, portions of 3. that I still carry with me to this day, and you know, I don't really mix and match the combos of the beta, and I don't really do it too much. It might happen now and then, but it's not really my focus because I personally believe like they're not necessary. I think they're a bit fluffy, you know, a bit just showcasey. Because there are some people who think like if you don't know all the combos to a character, you're not as good as someone that does. But that's not the case. You could very well not know all of the tech to a character, but still beat someone who does know all of the tech to that same character. It just goes by your fundamentals and stuff like that. And I think with a character like Momo, it's don't get me wrong, there are some characters who like your general expertise will be probably signified by your ability to land certain combinations and whatnot. But I think there are also some other characters where that isn't really the case, and it's just more about your general application and awareness and positioning and things like that. And I think, you know, characters like a Momo, Kirishima, like people like that are less really about the combination mix-ups and more about just how you use your abilities in just a general sense. But at the same time, again, if you were to like learn those combos and do those combos, like that's absolutely a-okay as well. So there's nothing against it. But that's just why you don't really see me doing that kind of stuff. You know, you mix up, you know, here's 2 basic combos and then I do the alpha. I don't really feel like I need to do all of that. I feel like you're kind of just playing with fire there, because once you know that kind of stuff, you might over try to do it. And when you over try to do things, and this kind of goes for a lot of characters, by the way, when you over try to do stuff, it might land you in trouble. You ever had that time when you're facing like a friend on Tekken or something and you're battering them and you're like, I'm definitely gonna win this, and then you start trying to win in a flashy way, and then before you know it, you've lost half your health because you desperately trying to do this one thing to look cool has now let your opponent catch up to you, and now it's really even towards the end. Like that's the kind of thing that can happen to you if you're just, you know, always trying to you know, give that value to, you know, combinations that you don't necessarily need to be doing. So if I find someone in my face as Momo, I'm not really gonna like take the risk of trying to open up with a basic combo. I'm just gonna hit them with my alpha. The only time I'll think otherwise is if I have no alpha, or if I have a very particular idea in mind. So I feel like that's another thing as well. I guess not even just a Momo thing, just in general for some characters, try not to, you know, overcomplicate yourself into trouble. Because don't get me wrong, sometimes some combos that you can pull off, amazing, really good. And then other times you think, boy, I wish I just kept it simple there. And by the way, these videos are my Momo after me not having played as her for, you know, ages. So this is when I just pick Momo up, rusty, off the shelf, having played other characters for the bulk of the time. Look at that dodge. You guys should like the video just for that dodge alone. Look at the reaction time on that dodge. It was like my spider sense went off. Look at this. Boom. And I had my menu up a second before that as well. It was kind of just like time froze for me for a split second, and I went, that ain't good. And then I just dove into the side. Yeah, crazy dodge. Even I myself in that moment couldn't believe I made that dodge. That was insane. By the way, just want to put it out there, I don't think I'm the best Momo anymore. Because I saw that misconception, I think on the Discord server. I think someone said, oh, you know, Set thinks he's the best Momo right now, or said he is. I didn't say that. I said I was the best Momo of Season 1 and 2. And I mean that. That I do stand by. As far as Europe is concerned, I do stand by that. But I didn't really see anyone on NA doing anything impressive with her, or at least doing the same level of things that I was, you know, accolade-wise. Like I said, a lot of my best Momo performances were against top-rated players. whereas a lot of other people's really good Momo stuff was just against, you know, whoever's, you know, just to put it that way. But yeah, these days I don't play Momo enough to be, you know, the #1 Momo or anything or whatever like that. Like I said, I don't play her anymore really. I still like her, don't get me wrong, I do still like her. Again, it's just more of a frustration thing why I don't choose her. But yeah, like I said, don't go around telling our set thinks he's the best Momo. I don't think that anymore. I haven't played her for like 2 whole seasons properly, you know. And when I have played it, it's just been to get an odd video here and there. So it's one of those things. I don't think I am. But season 1 and 2, my 1 and 2 season Momo, different level stuff, So back then, yes, but right now, no. Only because again, I just don't have the continued, you know, experience, the continued, you know, hours into her. I still think I could give probably the best Momos a run for their money though, if I, you know, saw them in match. In my season 3 tournament, well not mine, but Shy Guy Rangers season 3 tournament, I actually played against someone who I consider to probably be the best Momo I've seen. I can't remember their name. I can't remember their name. I think it begins with C though. But yeah, they were in that tournament. So we were both in the same tournament together. So I saw him, I think it's him. I saw his Momo in there, and yeah, it was really good. But I was playing as Bakugo in that tournament, so it wasn't like a Momo versus Momo thing. I just played against that person in general, and they were very good. So I'd probably say that they're probably like the most knowledgeable Momo I've seen around, like from my own. I'm not saying they are definitively, but just saying from what I've seen. So I can't remember the name, but yeah, that's a good player for Momo. Will I ever get back into Momo properly? I don't know. You know, we'll see. Like, never say never. It could make a comeback. You know, it could make a comeback. It could make a comeback. All of my mains, all of my mains in this game get nerfed. Bakugo's my main. He got nerfed to pieces. And when I say nerfed, I don't mean like, oh, they just like got touched a bit. Normally, all of my mains in this game get slaughtered. That's why when people get on my, you know, get on my case about things, I'm like, look, I can't play the Bakugo of season 1, 2, and 3 because that Bakugo doesn't exist anymore. He's worse than he was in those areas. Like Bakugo's worse than season 1, 2, and 3. So you're never actually facing the set of season 1, 2, and 3 anymore because that's not the same set, because it's not the same Bakugo. And if you ever face my Momo, you're not facing my Momo of season 1 and 2. You're not facing the same Momo you all knew, because that Momo is gone. That Momo has been changed. You know, it sucks. But, you know, like I said, all of my mains just get blasted by the devs. I don't know what their problem is, but they do not like me. See, this is where it gets spicy in this game. This is where it gets spicy. I almost feel like I shouldn't even be talking. I feel like me chatting over this game has maybe made it seem easier than it is. But yeah, I'm just a filthy casual these days. A filthy casual who can put up a good fight against anyone. But a casual nonetheless. Surprised I got that that revive off. I've always had a knack for recognizing very inappropriate but surprisingly possible timings for stuff. Like reses like in front of people on the, you know, the side of a small zone. I just always can tell like when that moment's actually there for me. Even when no one else would try it. Like no one else would try that revive the way I did, because it just doesn't make sense. But I was able to see that the attention was not there for me. I could just sense it. I'm like, these guys aren't looking at me right now. Like, I'm not going to get this chance again. And so I just took it. It's risky, and it won't always work, but knowing that when the right, you know, percentages are there for you to try it is worthwhile. Down you go. And there you have it. Another crazy end circle. Another crazy end circle. Crazy end circle in game 1. Crazy end circle in game 2. To be honest with you, I don't know which one was crazier because they were both wild. Even Z-Tech Mirror down there was like, wow. You know, what the hell kind of game was that? GG's. And last but not least, the third and final game of the Momo showcase from the end of season 5. No, season 4. We're in season 5 now, aren't we? You know, because my hero, you know, has literally, you know, seasons going on right now in the TV show, and then there's seasons in this. It's kind of hard to differentiate sometimes, because sometimes I want to say season 6 or season 7, you know, like the show, but then other times I'm thinking, hang on a minute, the game's not that far ahead. Does anyone else get the seasons, not that you get it mixed up, but like you almost get it mixed up between the show and then the game's seasons? Because that happens to me a bit. I always catch myself before I do it, you know, I never commit to the mistake, but, you know, I get close. But yeah, I probably said most of what I have to say by this point, so I won't talk that much in this final game. I don't even know what you guys like. When I do these games where I look back at matches, or, you know, commentary after the fact, I never know if you guys want me to talk more or talk less. You know, do you want me to just put the match and be like, alright, here's the match. Now I'm gonna shut the fuck up. You know, shut the fuck up, set. We don't want to listen to you. Let's watch the match. Can't concentrate because you're too busy chatting. Or do you guys want me to talk more when I'm looking back at matches? I don't even know why I asked that question, because I know some of you are gonna say, I'm gonna get conflicting stuff. There's gonna be them guys saying, yeah, you talk too much anyway. And I'm like, do you guys even like me? Why are you coming to my videos if you think I talk too much? You know, and then it's gonna be other guys, oh, Set, we love hearing you talk. And I'm like, okay, great. But I'm gonna be thinking about the other guys as well. I'm like, these guys don't, I don't know what you guys want from me. I don't know what you guys want from me. I just try to give you what I think you want. But yeah, tell me anyway. Tell me anyway. Yeah, I ran into that building like, fuck. That's not where I need to be. Got a question for you guys as well, actually. Balls to the wall. You had to play a game for your life, but you can only choose Bakugo. You have to win, otherwise dire consequences upon you and your family. Are you playing Rapid Bakugo, or are you playing Strike Bakugo? That's what I want to know. Just curious. Because I see a lot of talk about both of these, Strike and Rapid, and, you know, the way some people talk about it, I can never truly understand which one they actually think is more viable. You know, everyone always says everything but which one they want to play more. It's always high skill ceiling this, high skill floor this. He's not that bad this, he's terrible that. Never do I hear which one are you actually using. So I'd like to hear that from you guys in the comments as well. Those of you who've got this far. If your blood was on the line, You have to play as Bakugo in a ranked game. Are you choosing Rapid Bakugo? Or are you choosing Strike Bakugo? That's what I want to know. I'm choosing Strike Bakugo in that situation. Because I do like Rapid Bakugo. I do like him. I do. But I just think Strike Bakugo just offers that extra, you know, that you know, that you need. Don't get me wrong. Rapid Bakugo is great. But I feel like I feel like that character doesn't have the killer instinct that the Strike Bakugo one does. Not saying I'm right, by the way. Again, just my opinion on that. I'm telling you, this team here, this Bakugo's team right here, they don't want to give this game up. You're gonna see, they do not want to give this game up. This game was personal for them. They did not want to let this game go. We turned up with like, hey, we're just gonna win this game. No hard feelings. But these guys, this Aizawa, this Yubara, this Bakugo, they was like, fuck no, you ain't. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ibara's trying everything she could do. I'm trying to get this Aizawa and this Ibara, but they're both hanging on by the scraps. And then that Bakugo is on my case the entire time. He's not letting it go. And I'm looking on my left, I'm like, flipping hell, yellow's down as well. Damn. And then like some weird stuff was happening with the shield. I was like, just get her out of here, man. If she's out of here, I haven't got to think about it. And then Beast is on his last legs. Yellow's down. I'm thinking, what the fuck is happening? Why is this final circle so crazy right now? Like, is there money up for grabs on this lobby? I did not even know what was happening. This is the good thing about doing this in a bush. Look at that. The Bakugo, by the time he figured out where I actually was in that bush, I had already done it. So even if you don't have true cover, sometimes just having partial cover is enough to give you that extra little bit you need to get something done. So yeah, man, like I told you guys, this video, all 3 matches were very fun matches, very worthwhile matches. This one probably the least one, which is why I put it at the end. But the first 2, you know, nice. This one, pretty good as well. Just by comparison, but yeah, I think all 3 of these games were fun. A lot of stuff for you to learn as a Momo, whether you play Momo now or you want to play Momo in the future. There's stuff for you here. So yeah, there you have it. Can I still play Momo? You judge for yourself. GG's. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, sub. See you on the next one.